All right, so there are 6 traits that I believe are toxic, that if you're trying to be successful in anything that you do, you got to get rid of these 6 traits. So number 1, the first trait is forcing incompetence. Who here has ever said, I'm just not that type of person, right? When you say that you're not that type of person, you're saying that you're incompetent of doing something. So get that out of your vocabulary and realize that you can become competent if you try. So no longer forcing incompetence. The next is chasing dopamine, right? Always looking for that next quote high, whatever makes you feel good. You're not always going to feel good all the time. You're going to have to do things that require work. And so if you're always constantly chasing that dopamine high, scrolling on social media, the cigarette smoking, whatever the case is, the alcohol, you'll always be in the state of that's running your life. The next one is going to be being risk aversive, where you're too afraid to take risk. I understand sometimes things can be risky. You don't want to take the risk, but sometimes you have to take the risk, make the move for you to actually change the trajectory of a business, of a relationship, of a friendship, of your income, your finances. So be okay with making risk, especially when you're young. It's totally fine, right? The next is having the mindset or the mentality of being a victim, that something is always everyone else's fault. It's never only your fault. Sometimes we have to take that responsibility and understand that everything that happens to us, the circumstances don't always dictate our outcomes. And so get rid of the victim mentality and take ownership of where you want to be in life. The next one is multitasking. I am big on multitasking. I have to catch myself in this sometimes because multitasking can actually be a deterrent for your success. If you got a lot on your plate, I get it, but focus on doing one task at a time. See how well you can do that task and do it quickly and efficiently, but don't spread yourself so thin that you're doing all of these different things and nothing is done well. You want things to be done good because that says who you are, how well you do something. But the next one is also perfectionism. That's the last toxic trait that you need to get rid of. Perfectionism is terrible, right? I struggle with perfectionism. I sometimes take too long to do things because I want every T dotted, every I crossed, whatever it is that you say. Cross your T's, dot your I's, whatever, right? But sometimes you have to do it and not worry about how perfect it is, because when you're so worried about how perfect it is, you lose, it's no longer fun.